The
There's
delicate.
no better
Tybo,
evidence that this is a true fan podcast.
yeah, how did you lose your voice, Tybo?
Well, I caught a little cold before going to the game, and then I yelled at the game.
And spread everything. Yeah.
Gave it to everyone else. Good job.
I,
Didn't do the 6 foot. Didn't put a mask on.
no, absolutely not. But I sanitized my I. It's like I'm pretty sure this would be like the hand contact uh style of because I don't know. Leave me alone.
Do what?
Do what?
Ooh, they did rule it as a
Like
touchdown.
wash your
Yep.
hands. Don't rub your eyes and shit. You'd be fine.
Yeah, but you still talk to people in close proximity, so you were definitely still just spitting it out at them.
Talk. He was talking to people. No, he was yelling in people's faces. You hear this man's voice now?
I wasn't. I was not yelling in people's faces. No, I was yelling into the void because everything that I was saying was it went on deaf ears. We didn't do anything that I recommended from the stands.
You're catching us here on a doubleheader Monday Night Football. Tampa is playing against Houston right now. Houston went up early, big touchdown catch by Nico Collins. Maybe controversial. I don't know. I think it's a little controversial. But yeah, you're joining us on a somber Monday post Chiefs 0-2, first time in a long time that this has happened for the Kansas City Chiefs. I expected it. Both you boys picked the Chiefs. What in the world did you guys think was going to happen for the Chiefs to actually be able to pull this one out pre game?
Pre-game, honestly, I was thinking we had to make sure that Patrick Mahomes was not our leading rusher again. That's not going to happen. Our running backs cannot do that for us. It's as evident as it has ever been before in Chiefs history here for us. Our running backs can't do shit. They can get you a first down on 4th and 1 if you're lucky sometimes, but sometimes they'll get stopped as well too.
I was gonna say we weren't lucky on yesterday. What the hell?
No, we were 1 for 2, two for
There was
three.
but the one we missed was a terrible call. I don't know why we
Yeah,
did that.
some of the coaching
Andy Reid
choices.
shot us in the foot, gave him 3 points.
Andy looks so much different out there this year. He doesn't look as confident. He looks like he's questioning it a little bit more this year. Yeah, every
I
shot to
have
the
to
sideline, at least whenever you see his face, it's like, all right, Andy, you don't look the same.
I have to say I've been saying this for years, and nobody has really believed me. And maybe it's becoming more evident now that Matt Nagy is back. Maybe people will start to believe me now. I truly do not think Andy Reid is calling the plays. I don't think he's calling the personnel. I don't think he is calling the offense. Nothing stands out to me more when Travis Kelsey catches that early pass, gets us down on the goal line and into the red zone, and then gets yanked. And he takes his helmet off, he throws it on the ground, and then he screams towards Andy, where Matt Nagy also is, and says, I'm tired of this shit. You think Andy Reid, if he's actually calling plays, is pulling Travis Kelsey off at any age after making a big time play to get guys down there? You think he's calling this vanilla of a playbook? You think that Patrick Mahomes is throwing 16 to 18 passes to wide receiver? The majority of the passes are going to tight ends and running backs when Travis Kelsey can't get open because none of the other receivers are going. I know we sit here and say Andy Reid's style is not to run the ball, and I'll take that. That's fair. I don't think Andy Reid has been calling this team since maybe early last season. I don't think he's calling the plays.
You really think so?
I think that's a really weird point in time for you to like say this is when it happened. But I don't know he's certainly involved in the scheming and like the way that they
Yes,
run the offense, you know. So
he's not
like
taken away from it, but I don't think he's
everything that's
calling every
happened
play.
out there, Andy Reid is co-signing and taking responsibility for. So I don't care who the hell to blame is. I want something to change. Like we've and to be completely honest, I'm really not that gripey about the play calling yesterday. We tried the run and the yards per carry weren't there. Their D line was disrupting our run game really effectively. So really not too upset about the because like in my like we are 0 and 2, yes, but in my mind we won that game yesterday. Like I really like we the difference is Travis Kelsey not catching a ball and it turns into an interception. Like that's that's a touchdown 9 times out of 10. Sure, Travis Kelsey's getting old and he might be showing his age, but I have full faith that he's going to be able to correct whatever he needs to and down the line in more important games he makes that catch. But yeah, the as far as the Travis being pulled at the goal line after he just did something to swing the momentum, yeah, that's ill advised. And uh, I've complained about the play calling tendencies for sure, but I don't really think that yesterday that was the problem.
I think it was
We just
one of the many
nobody can get
problems.
open though. Nobody's creating
Yes,
separation at
That's normal.
all.
That's
That,
that's
that's
but
cheap
not
ball.
uncommon.
We
you
haven't
gotta.
had that since Tyreek Hill.
Andy's had some plays where he can scheme guys to get into an area and get open a little bit faster, and that's not
And that's
happening
where
at
I
all
don't that's where I
whatsoever.
don't think he's calling the plays, man. I agree with you. You think Andy Reid wouldn't be able to scheme up plays where wide receivers aren't getting open, especially when they're stacking the box 8, 9 deep? Like, no. These receivers are professionals. There's no way that for 2 years now, receivers are not able to get open because Andy Reid is scheming poorly. I cannot get behind that after
Well, and then
watching Andy Reid
you
coach
also have
for
to take into
decades.
account that we were severely handicapped in the wide receiver room yesterday. Like the one thing that we thought we had um, to mitigate not having Rasheed Rice for 7 games was Xavier Worthy, and him being injured really hinders the whole of the wide receiver room. So I don't know. It all those factors considered, and we still should have won that game yesterday on like a one play swing. Like I'm thrilled with the way we played. I'm thrilled with the way the defense played. There is plenty to tweak on the offense, but if the Eagles are the best team in the NFL, or they're like the marker out there for you, so you to compare yourself to, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Defense played well. There's a couple players I'll pick on there, and two guys. One that we paid, one that will be getting paid, whether it's with us or with somebody else. George Karlaftis has been invisible for 2 games after getting paid. Invisible, and he was a guy I was critical of when we brought him in. He changed my mind through his rookie contract, 3 years or so. He's done much better than I expected, and now he's regressing so far through 2 weeks back to what I originally thought he would be. Post getting paid, that's not a good look. The other player
Listen,
is
he's just the new age Frank Clark right now. That's all he does. No regular
that's not what
season,
I
only
want.
playoffs.
That's not what you pay $20 million for.
Frank Clark had more moves than George Karlaftis. Um, George Karlaftis, it will turn it on at some point in the season. I feel like we've had discussions about slow starts to the season for this guy, and he usually comes on later on in the season with a
But
couple big games.
the question is though, is he going to do that against the good offensive line, or is he going to do it against the less than mediocre or less offensive line?
Yeah, he's gonna turn it on this week against New York, and like it's gonna be everybody's gonna be back on the high horse with George Karlaftis and whatever, and like no, do it against a good team. Show out for all 4 quarters.
I guess it's a fair criticism.
The,
It's
the
$20
other guy
million
I want
a
to
year.
that's that's crazy money to just sit there and do nothing. You were
It ain't
invisible.
basketball money. It ain't baseball money.
That's true. Still 20 mil. The other guy I want to
I
pick
think it's
on is a guy who's
hilarious
gonna
that the NFL pulls in the most viewers and they don't pay their players shit.
yeah, yeah, that's gonna change in the next CBA. I'm pretty sure of that.
That's nuts.
The next guy, the other guy on the defense I want to talk about, Trent McDuffie, who had primarily a pretty good day, and it's not fully his fault. Christian Fulton did go out in the first series, and that moved him back from the slot, his preferred position, back to the outside. But you cannot be a guy who says that you're number one, top three corner in the league. The fans have been behind you about being the best cornerback in the league. You show out every time, but then you go up against their number two guy, Devontae Smith, who would probably be a number one on most other teams, who's the same size as you, and get absolutely mussed and throw the game away. That was it. It was 3rd and 10.
Hey,
You
I
threw the game
understand.
away.
Great catch by Devonta, but that was an extremely underthrown ball by Jalen Hurts.
It
If that
was
was
a
any other
bad ball,
quarterback,
but it's still 50-50.
yeah, but I mean, if Trent's expecting it to go where it should go and playing it like he should, he would have been there and been fine for it. But no, Jalen Hurts is such a shitty quarterback at throwing the ball that it was extremely underthrown. He had to go way back for it. I understand the
I,
criticism. It wasn't a good play for Trent, but
if you're going to be the number one guy, you think
I'm
Darrell
not
Revis
putting.
ever
Yeah,
fell for that?
I'm not
No.
putting that game on Trent McDuffie, Doc.
I'm
Come
not
on.
putting it on him. I'm just saying there were some the guy. Here's the thing: we can't go and say these guys who aren't being paid like superstars aren't showing up, but we can say about the guys who are or should be paid like superstars not showing up. And that's the difference in this game. That's the major difference in this game. The guys for the Eagles who are getting paid like superstars are showing up, and our guys did not. George Karlaftis did not show up. Trent McDuffie did not show up when it was needed of him most. Patrick Mahomes didn't show up. Travis Kelce didn't show up. Trent and Creed didn't show up. We've got a first round pick and a second round pick invested in our left tackle and our
Are you
left
just
guard.
like
Our
assuming that the Chiefs have
no,
to go out and play football against themselves? Like there's not an opposing team out there that's trying everything that they can do to stop us from doing what we're trying to do? The Eagles are the reigning Super Bowl champions. They just beat the brakes off us 40-22 in the Super Bowl. And we only lost 20-17.
lost. There needs to be
We held
changes.
their we held their offense to 20 points.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Man, that's a shitty way of thinking about things, dude.
it's week
But
two,
I,
man.
it
It's
it
week
might
two.
it might be, but hey, there's just things out there that I'm not liking what I'm seeing. The superstars that get paid the money are not showing up, and the attitudes out there are poor.
man, oh my God. They just played the best team in the NFL.
Play better.
And they played a hell of a game.
I did not believe that we played defensively. Yes, I think as a unit the defense did play a hell of a game. Offensively, I do not think so. The
When's the
offensive
last
line
time you
got
saw us
beat.
play a great
There's
offensive
okay.
game, though?
There's plenty of times in
Honestly,
the NFL
It's
where
fair.
we can sit there and point out this player's doing this wrong, this player's doing this. We can point out mistakes from players. But this I truly feel like is a coaching issue. This is not a player issue, this is a coaching issue.
I don't disagree. I've been sitting here saying fire Matt Nagy since the day he got hired.
I'd be happy with I don't like I
he needs to go.
the way the
I
offense has trended under Matt Nagy in his like I don't know. It's not he's not the answer for us right now at this point in time. Like he was
yes,
he was great the first time around. He was
Then
great
he
the
went to
first
coach
time
the
around. Like the
Bears, and
offense did
then
pretty well under Matt Nagy the first time around.
and that's where I go
But at
with
this
this
point in time
attitude.
for this football team right now, he's not what we need.
And that's where I go with this attitude thing too, right? Like the attitude, people were walking around. There's bad body language. There's some poor attitudes out there on the field. The schematically, it isn't working great. What I'm worried about most is because we can sit here as fans and the team can sit there and go, okay, we get wide receiver number one back in week 7. If the attitude stays this poor by week 7, if things do not start to trend in a different light by week 7, what are we walking into when we get wide receiver one back? I think there
Well, no,
needs to
I
be,
mean,
the
and you
same
don't
thing,
ever
the
want to
same
make
position we're in right now, though, because everybody knows we can't run the ball.
if you. I think there's some things that can happen here, things that can be fixed going into before week 7, and things that the team was already looking for.
Get
yeah,
Xavier
I'd
Worthy
like a
back.
new OC and a new running back.
Yes. OC is out. Andy take over play calling duties. Even if you keep
But
Matt Nagy on the team, Andy Reid take
Show them
that
how
over.
it's done. Show them how it's
Show
done.
him
okay,
show him how it's done.
let me just double down on this point right here. We have all those issues. We have all these things that we'd like to change, and we are right here with the best team in the NFL, guys.
So change them, and we're no longer right here. We're
We're right here.
we're
What we're
here.
what we're looking at though is we need to reestablish the standard that we've had for a while and cannot lose because if we go 0-3, this season's done.
If we lose to
The
the
season's
Giants, it's
kaput.
over.
0-2 is fine,
Against the two teams
especially
we
when one
played,
of those games is
that's
the
fine.
Eagles, the best team in the NFL. 0-3, and that third loss is a team to like the Giants. This season's done.
So I think getting rid of Nagy, which won't happen this week, but it does need to happen before week 7.
It won't happen before week 7.
It won't. It won't happen until the end of the year if we get lucky. Um,
And then
there needs
it's gonna be a move. Like the expectation for the move will be up here, and then like the guy we get is gonna be like,
A
eh.
promotion. That's all it is a
bring
I
promotion.
a
see the I see the idea, but
bring
not who we
bring
want.
a
Like
Really?
bring a
like
boy
Jerry
back.
Jones saying he's gonna go out and get a playmaker and then sign a washed up
Schottenheimer.
Zeke.
Bring Kafka back. I think that would have been a perfect move to not let him go to the Giants and get ruined by Brian Dable's system. Bring Kafka back. I'm fine with that. He knows the system as well. But Tybo, you mentioned it,
I'd like
and
a
we
fresh
we
perspective when it comes to that role. I really would. I'd
Absolutely
that's
like I'd
fine
fresh.
like a
too.
different voice in Andy Reid's
Yeah,
ear. I
no,
would like a
I
fresh perspective on the
that's fine
offense.
too. There
And I
needs to
really
be
think that change would solve almost everything. And the cherry on top would be getting a more dynamic running back.
there needs to be a change at running back. At this point, Isaiah Pacheco is not who he was as a rookie or in his second year. Kareem Hunt is well past his prime. He can get you a 4th and 1 on most times, 3rd and 1 on most times. That's fine to leave him in as a third down or short distance back. Isaiah Pacheco can come in as a change of pace back, whatever. The reason why the run game doesn't work is because nobody is afraid of the home run ball. And that doesn't mean that we need a Saquon Barkley, a Travis Etienne, a Bijan Robinson. It'd be great if we had one, but that's not what the team needs. We need somebody that the defenses can fear and they start packing the box, which allows more one-on-ones and gives some different looks. I don't. Maybe that running back is in the room. Is it the 7th round pick out of SMU, Rashad Smith? I don't know.
No,
Give him a
It doesn't
shot. Give
seem
him a
like it.
shot.
I think it's
Give him a shot.
worth a
sure,
shot
but
if you're not going to make the trade this week. I think it is worth a shot, especially against the New York Giants, who are bad. But if that doesn't work, you need to be ready to pivot very quickly, and there needs to be a trade made. And I'm not saying it needs to be a number 1 back from other teams. There are backups out there who are available. Go get attention. I'm just throwing a name out there, Blake Corum from the Rams. Maybe it's
that's not the first name I thought you were going to say.
No,
no.
definitely not.
Go get David Montgomery. Like there's guys out there
Not who I would
who
want.
are
I
available.
would. No idea if this is realistic. Books, contracts, whatever, whatnot. I don't fucking know. But Tyler Allgeier
Yeah, that's who
behind
I was
Bijan
thinking.
Robinson,
Yeah,
bro.
That's what I was
Let's
thinking.
steal. Let's steal that back up real quick. I
No,
take
hey,
that.
he's on a rookie deal. Go get
Yeah.
him. That's what I'm saying. But that's the type of player I'm talking about, right? It's in a team where there's already an established number 1 back, and the other guy has somewhat proven himself and wouldn't cost a lot because we already know that the running back market is low, given what Brian Robinson Jr. went for and what Tank Bigsby went for. We know that it's on the lower end of the market. Go out and get those guys who are on a rookie or a lower veteran deal. David Montgomery probably doesn't fit in that because of the contract the Lions decided to give him and what we have available. But like you said, Tyler Algier,
He's also just kind of on the verge of being washed, so David Montgomery wouldn't be the guy I would target.
no,
No.
probably not, especially not after the injury that he had. But those are the type of guys that we're talking about. Go get somebody who
Backups.
doesn't cost that much. and a backup that's also proven. Tyler Algier is a 1,000-yard rusher. We saw it in his rookie season. Go and give a conditional fifth, give a conditional fourth. Go mix that
Anything,
room up.
anything. You can do it.
Sell your Super Bowl ring. Go and do it. I don't care. Get it done.
Easily.
And Jawan Taylor, no longer. I'm done.
Put
I've
Jalen
been
Moore in.
done. I'm
Put
still
Jalen Moore in.
done. I don't care. Jalen Moore literally cannot be. You could put a scarecrow out there and they could not be worse than Jawan Taylor at this point in time.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
And it's just a lot of money to have wasted on a backup swing tackle.
We can cut him at the end of the year. We get money back into the cap space. Travis
I just
Kelce
mean
is
to not
done
be
at the
using
end.
him. And I understand the contract
Sure,
situation
yes.
with Juwan Taylor as well, but I don't know. If we're if
But on
like
the
Juwan if he's not there to like at the very least make Juwan Taylor feel like his job's in jeopardy, like what are we
Jalen Moore's
doing?
getting paid the same, by the way. We're paying $20
Oh, it's the
million.
same.
dollars. We're paying $20 million
I
for
thought
two
Juwan Taylor was getting
tackles,
paid more.
just a little bit. Where their contract is currently at, not talking AAV, Sean. Where they're currently at, both of them are making more than $20 million a year. I'm pretty sure.
Damn. I mean,
So we have
Jalen
we have
Jalen's was guaranteed money. I don't think it was.
yes, which is why there's no reason to cut him until the end of the season because it wouldn't help us. It would only hurt us. But at this point, if we're paying two tackle, like we've got a backup tackle making $20 million, and the one who's making slightly more than him is clearly not working. Switch it up, mix it up.
And I mean, the next pass rusher on the list is Abdul Carter,
It's
right?
not going to be good because he's going to line up against fucking Juwan Taylor the whole time.
Abdul Carter and Brian
That's the point
Burns.
I'm trying to make.
Oh my
That's
gosh. And Brian Burns. Like, one of them is thankfully going to get locked up by Josh Simmons as long as he doesn't cramp up again. But
shout out
the
Josh Simmons on that tackle.
He was
shout out,
moving,
dude.
He got up to almost 19 miles per hour.
It's crazy.
moving.
But the changes have to be made. And it has to be made before Rasheed comes back because the attitude of the team has to change. We can't be out there, Chris Jones, shit talking at the final
Okay,
snap of the game, saying you didn't
I'm
get
gonna
100
be
yards when you lost.
I'm
You
gonna be
can't.
realistic about this as a Chiefs fan, and what I've just been saying this whole show is that we are still neck and neck with the best team in the NFL. Those changes would be nice, but I don't. It's not realistic that they're gonna happen.
Not.
They're not.
Is it? Hang on. Is it realistic? Yes. Those things that we just mentioned, going out and trading away a fifth round
Oh
pick
no, no.
for a running
Can they
back,
happen? Yes. Is it
they
realistic
are
for for
realistic.
our?
Is it for? No,
Yeah.
it's not. For historically what the Chiefs have done, no, it's not. I would
There's
agree.
there's one more topic that we have to cover about this game, guys. We know what it is. We gotta spend some wind talking about the tush push
Push, push.
because it's
Dean
gross.
Blandino is done with the play.
It's gross.
He is completely
I
done
don't
with
even
it.
know who Dean Blandino is. He sounds
He's
like a
the
mobster.
He
he's
was.
the he's a guest referee whenever they do
He's the rules
every show.
analyst.
Yeah, that guy.
Dean Blandino.
Former
Dean, what do you
former
think about that
referee.
play?
Former referee. He got pushed out by the NFL because he was doing a horrible job, and I think he was gambling on the side. They didn't want that to come out. So now he is a rules analyst for Fox.
Dean Blandino.
I Here's the
He's
thing, man.
speaking the facts. Uh,
If you're going to run the tush, I don't hate the tush push on its own.
why
It's a
not?
play. It's a
Why
play
not?
that cannot. It's a play that can't be stopped. Now, I'm just saying, in
It's
its
not
own
even
essence, it
ran
is a.
legally. Like it's not.
I'm not even. I'm not talking about that.
It's not a
That's
quarterback sneak, dog. It's not even. It's not a legal play.
that's not what I'm talking
Let the
about. I'm
defense
But
talking
that's
about
push.
what
just
I'm talking
in
about.
Let
its
the
in its
defense push.
essence. In its
Exactly.
essence, the tush push is a fine play.
No, it's
I don't
not.
I don't hate it. I hate the way it's being run. It's not being run correctly. You're right. You
It's
should
a
not
perverted
offensively,
quarterback sneak, and it's literally being run illegally.
you shouldn't be able to push the player, right? Because that's already written in the rules. Defensive players
If
can't
the
do it.
defense
So
can't push
offensive
their own
players.
players like that, why should the offense be allowed to?
But we've covered that in a large capacity last year as well. So what
You
else
know,
is wrong with this play?
The way the Eagles are
The
doing it,
the
their
way that it is
their
set up.
guards are lined up in the neutral zone and they're false starting.
Yes. And I'd like to point out this piece more specifically. The center 9 times out of 10, yesterday it didn't happen, but it did happen in the game prior and all the games last season. The center's helmet, 9 times out of 10, is lined up over the ball. I don't know if you guys have actually caught this. The center's helmet is over the furthest nose of the ball, which means that he is already lined up offside. So before we even get to the guards lining up in the neutral zone and the guards false starting, the play is illegal from the fucking jump because the center is lined up offside.
Let's get an offensive offside penalty called against somebody else than the Chiefs.
you know what we need to do
When
to get
in
rid of the tush
recent, there's
push?
no other team in recent
There's
memory that's gotten that friggin' penalty besides us.
there's one thing that we need to do to get rid of the tush push, and that's very, very simple. You get the Eagles and the Bills to play, and the Bills to lose in dramatic fashion to the tush push. It'll be banned the very next year.
100%. Without a
It'll
doubt.
be banned the very next year.
Because that's what
Because the
happens.
Bills are the biggest crybaby sissy boys in the NFL.
It
Oh,
happened.
I
Hey,
lost
they're
to
two
a
for
Roger
two.
Goodell. Roger, help me.
That is
I
the
can't
perfect
win,
voice for that.
Roger.
I love it. It makes it so much better.
Oh, that is the perfect voice
I
for
love it.
that. The whiny Bills. Yeah, no, you're 100% right, John. You gotta have the Bills lose to them in dramatic fashion via the tush push, uh, and then the rule get changed.
But is a regular season game important enough for that to happen? Because the Bills aren't making it to the Super
No,
Bowl. Like
no,
It's the Bills, man. You never
unfortunately,
know. Something crazy could happen with it.
if they don't get the number one seed because of it, that
Boom.
that would be enough.
so they gotta play the Eagles on the last game of the season or close
Not
to it,
necessarily. Yeah, close. End of the season.
into the season regular season game. It's
Outlook's looking
bullshit, dude.
bleak.
It's the worst play in football. It's not run legally. I don't understand. I like, yeah,
Throw a flag. Throw a
the
flag.
center's helmet being over the ball, but then you have both guards' helmets that are like where the ball is as well. That's not, you can't do that. That's the neutral zone. Defense can't line up in the neutral zone. Offense can't line up in the neutral zone. It's the stupidest play ever.
This isn't rugby, NFL. We don't want
It's not even a
scrums.
rugby play. I hate that comparison too. It's not a rugby play.
It's close enough to a
The
scrum.
closest thing it comes to is a mall, and a mall doesn't even fucking look like that. It doesn't. It doesn't look like a scrum. Everything that football fans and football commentators call a scrum, it's not a scrum. Doesn't even look like a scrum.
It's a
It's just your
ball.
favorite word from rugby that you don't know anything about.
Okay.
Get him.
The outlook for the Chiefs right now is bleak, man. It doesn't look good.
No,
There's
it's
time to fix it.
not.
It's early in the
No, it's
season.
not.
It's it's
I'm seeing
bleak
it
We're
as
for
neck
bleak.
and
you.
neck with the best
It's
team in
Bleak for
for
you.
football.
you.
Stop being so pessimistic. This
He's this
And
team,
what
way
this
every
team
happened?
is
year, though.
better. This team is
And this
better than 30 other teams in the
He's
NFL.
this, Tybo. He's this way every year, though. We got to know this now. He thinks it's bleak for us at all times. He didn't think we were going to win those back-to-back Super Bowls, but guess what? We
and
did. Who
we could
who
still do it.
always has the least amount of faith? Who never picks the Chiefs? This guy right here.
That guy.
He sucks. He's not a true fan.
Well, that's
No
not true.
Bald-headed
faith. No
Bills
faith.
lover.
That's not true.
Why don't you whine to Roger Goodell
About what?
Roger.
about anything? Roger!